Hey everybody, free play recap. Tell you what's going on over at the website. Tell you about a podcast schedule. Give you a couple tips to look out for NFL preseason week 2. So stay tuned. Let's get the free play out of the way. Our free play last night stunk. Matter of fact, our last 2 free picks lost. That's rare. Last night especially. Kansas City? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's not like you're playing for a wild card spot or positioning the AL Central. Oh, yeah, you are. Happen to be a local team. Why we don't never put grandma's farm or sell the kids' college fund to bet a free play. I did have a little pizza money on it. I did get to watch the beginning of the game because Mrs. George had a business dinner last night that I tagged along and was invited to. Somebody else was buying the filet mignon and the shrimp, the little surf and turf thing going on. Yeah, I'm jumping on that. Why not? Good old Midwestern beef, a little Wagyu. Anyway, while at the dinner, I felt it rude, since it was her evening, her deal, not to be checking my phone and scores. You know, being a gentleman. I walk out in the parking lot to get in the truck. We're going to go home. I see the Kansas City score. I go, we're going to swing by the local watering hole, which was right on the way home, for a little aperitif after dinner. And we're going to see if we can get these guys in. Kansas City looked like they never played organized baseball all year long. You're a 65-win team. You're in the hunt. You're neck and neck with, by the way, the Twins, which now you're 2-7 against. Now you got to stack up against them this afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern. Pissed me off. I had a little pizza money on them. Okay? We'll talk about baseball in a minute. Our card goes off at 1 o'clock today, too. Okay? We have a 2-pack, but we have a big play in the PGA. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's get the Astros home tonight minus the 130. I know they're facing little, but they're batting last 5 games, .295 against right-handers. By the way, Tampa against right-handers, going up against Blanco tonight, who's got a 5 ERA his last 5 games, average. They can't exploit it. They're batting 170 as a team against right-handers. They can't get anybody across the plate. But Houston's a better team. I don't see Tampa Bay exploiting a bad starter. And last time they faced Little, he got the best of them. And this was just like 2 weeks ago. I think they get a little revenge. I'm going to take the Astros here on a short number. I'd sniff that under. I'd sniff the under too. Just FYI. Now, 2-pack, Major League Baseball, 7-unit card. We went 1-1 yesterday, but we lost a 6-unit play. We won a run line system play on the Padres. We lost about $300 yesterday. We'll bounce back today. Both games are in the afternoon. Yeah, Arizona left 14 on the plate. 14 left on base. I think Colorado left 10. Had the over in that game. Damn it. Yep. So, hey, we brag when we're rolling. We tell you when we don't hit them all. That's the way I am. I have nothing to hide. Now, PGA. Quickly, 7-unit top 20 finish pick. Available only today at DocSports.com. It's the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's the St. Jude Classic. Now, this is a great course to bet on with the field. Because the guys that can bomb it 365, 385 yards off the box, that get a huge advantage over the rest of the field. The young guns, the flat bellies. This course is an equalizer. It's the 7th narrowest fairways on tour. It's a great TPC course. I've played it. Tough course. And for those of you outside of the Midwest where we have a lot of bluegrass, bent grass fairways, bluegrass roughs, bluegrass around the greens. Bermuda rough. Bermuda, if you get in 2.5, 3-inch Bermuda rough and miss the fairway, if you're a pro, you're praying for bogey. That Bermuda rough can really be troublesome. So you got to hit the fairway. We got a great pick, top 20 finish. You got to bet it before the round starts tomorrow. It's a rare 7-unit pick. If you have an outlet that has top 5, top 10, or top 20s available on PGA for the St. Jude's Classic, get on it. And the good thing about this tournament is, too, there is no cut. So if our pick has a crappy first day, he's got 3 whole days to get himself back in it. I think he's a top 10 finisher. Really do. Strong. And we're getting him in the top 20 finish position at a plus number. DocSports.com. Go get it. Available today only. Podcast schedule. I'm going to have a StreamYard podcast. I got verified on Twitter. It didn't take as long as I thought. Griff Murphy and I tried to do the Vegas Beat, which is my personal video podcast, which is a little more raw, a little more unfiltered, and a lot more candid than what we can do on YouTube here, because this is family entertainment. And so I got verified. Last week we tried it. I didn't realize last year we could run it on Twitter simultaneously on Facebook and Twitter live through StreamYard. But since Elon Musk bought Twitter, now you have to have a premium account in order to get the same live feed. I guess Elon needs some money. Got to build some more spaceships. Whatever. So, but I got that all squared away. Griff and I should do something in the next 48 hours on there. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow morning. Now, I'll let you know on the next free play video update. And I'll also let you know on Twitter at TGeorgeSports. Follow me on Twitter, especially this football season. I'm going to be giving out a ton of free information, extra free picks, including second half lines, college and pro, exclusively on Twitter at TGeorgeSports. Can't do it here. Do it on Twitter. Plus, that podcast is always shown live there, then archived on my profile page. Lots of tips, techniques, hints, promos we have at Docs for huge discounts, all that stuff. You can find it there. I relay all that information to you, and I interact with you at TGeorgeSports. This Friday, right here on this channel, Chris Schmidt joins me from Hell Varsity Radio, Lincoln, Nebraska, talking Big Ten football. He just got back from Big Ten Media Days. He probably knows more about the Big Ten than almost anybody, and he definitely knows about Nebraska because he's broadcasting at a 1480 ESPN in Lincoln, Nebraska, my old radio station, where I started my career in radio years ago, back in the late 90s. And Chris actually was my intern, producer. Now he's the biggest shot in town. Hell Varsity Radio show lead host of the Average Joe Sports Show, which we started way back when. I was co-hosting with him and Bill Dolman. So we're having Chris on the show. Friday, talking some win totals, maybe some surprise teams. You know, the last 2 years I've had Chris do this show, he's given you a team he thinks is going to be a surprise, and he nailed it every year. FYI, so tune in. Next week, Matt Humans from VEASAN, host of VEASAN Tonight, him and Wes Reynolds show on VEASAN, going to join me, talk NFL, college football, season win totals. One of the most knowledgeable guys anywhere in the country. And a hell of a guy, fast food. He's the guy that does the fast food rankings over at VEASAN. Ranks the top 50. Go over to VEASAN.com and check him out. But great guy, avid golfer, avid fast food lover, and tremendous sports analyst when it comes to the Las Vegas line. Big feather in our cap to get him on. And debuting next Tuesday as well, the Gridiron Six-Pack with my buddy Griffin Murphy from DocSports.com. 68.7% against the spread last year on the show. 6 picks a week, 3 college, 3 pro. We're giving you 3 college and 3 NFL futures bets, season win totals or division winners or conference winner bets on the show next week before I head to Vegas, back to Vegas for a while. Football season's here. I'm sick of this rain and humidity. And it's contest weekend at Circa. I'll be doing some VSiN. I'll be doing some Radio Row stuff. I'll be around. Come find me. Have a great Wednesday.